from the rise to wrestling royalty, and the World Gym Arena has turned into a pressure cooker. Brad Gilmore alongside Matt Topolsky for the row, and Brad right here tonight in our main event. It will be the last of the tournament matches. It will be Rex Andrews. It will be Ayden Cristiano. The story between these two, the history between these two. This is more than just a first-round tournament matchup. This is a blood feud.
Oh, it's definitely a blood feud. We saw at the Summer Champions, these two were against each other in that tag team match where Ayden Cristiano and Gino went up against Rex Andrews and Brian Keith. But tonight, one-on-one, you know Rex Andrews, all those months he sat out on the sidelines with that arm injury, you know he was thinking about this day, right now, to be in a main event against Ayden Cristiano. These two guys are both former reality wrestling champions, and Rex Andrews wants to come out here and teach Ayden Cristiano a lesson.
Well, we're going to see if that's going to happen right here tonight, or if the numbers game, per usual, will come into play. As we know, La Familia are also here at the World Gym Arena. Well, to start the action off this week on the row, the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia, in just her second title defense, defends that Diamonds Division Championship against the 17-year-old sensation Rok-C, and what a story it would be. Once again, she was standing out in the rain this morning in the valley waiting for the Greyhound bus.
Right.
Could she be taking the Greyhound back tonight with the Diamonds title?
I mean, she's the 17-year-old sensation for a reason. I mean, for her to even beat AQA, to get this opportunity is massive. She's got momentum on her side, but so does Alex Gracia, the Pink Dream. This is the first championship she's ever won in her entire wrestling career, the Reality Wrestling Diamonds Championship. I don't think she wants to give it up so quickly.
Well, buckle in. The Diamonds title is up for grabs. The road to wrestling royalty is heating up. The row starts right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the commentary table, the Renaissance Woman, Ayden.
Well, the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Championship about to be defended here momentarily, and a former two-time Diamonds Division champion is going to join us right here at the broadcast table.
Get out of the way.
The Renaissance, come on now. Let's be respectful here.
Welcome. This is a Renaissance woman. All right, Matt Topolsky.
Introducing first from Laredo, Texas, it's Rok-C.
Well, she took a Greyhound bus to get here tonight for this opportunity, and why not? Because the Diamonds Division Championship hangs in the balance, and right now we want to welcome the Renaissance woman, Ayden, right here to the broadcast table. Thank you for joining us, Ayden.
Thank you for having me. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've been back here.
Absolutely.
Well, it hasn't been a minute since you made your presence felt. You know, we saw you kind of get involved in that match a couple weeks ago with Jenna Lynn and Rachel Rose. What was your motivation there?
Come on, guys. Like, I've been in Japan for 3 months. I come back. I don't even have a match on the show. And these two green rookies taking a spot, and I don't. I'm going to take that spot.
The top spot right now in the Diamonds Division is occupied by the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia. She rewrote history in the Diamonds Division at Summer of Champions 6. She had a successful title defense at Ladies Night Out 7 just a few weeks ago, live on the Title Match Wrestling Network. And now she will defend that title against Rok-C.
Obviously, you're very familiar with Alex Gracia. I'm sure you're none too pleased that she is the current Diamond champion. I know you probably have plans to try to get that championship back. I mean, why are you out here tonight to watch this match?
I just want to get some scope on the talent. I've been actually in the ring with Rok-C before at Ladies Night Out. I've actually never been in the ring with Alex Gracia.
Rok-C, Matt, has the opportunity to become the youngest champion in the history of this organization.
And this organization has a 17-year-old ever captured a championship in professional wrestling outside of the Reality of Wrestling?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It probably hasn't happened.
I'll tell you what, it would be quite a story, perhaps the story of the year.
You know, that's not to write Rok-C off. If you guys remember, Gino was the youngest Reality of Wrestling champion.
Absolutely.
And look what he grew to become. I can see that in Rok-C as well.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. I think Rok-C has all the tools. She's still raw, she's still green in a lot of ways. but she is a tremendous athlete. And I mean, I gotta say, I don't know what you were doing at 17 years old, but I can tell you this much. I wasn't taking Greyhound buses to wrestling promotions all over the state of Texas and showcasing my talent, and great talent it is. Kick out here at 2. Rok-C is, who knows what she will be doing in the next few years. I think there are a lot of title runs in her future.
But the question is it too much too soon? I mean, when you're 17 years old, you already have an opportunity at the biggest championship in the division. Is the moment going to overcome? Is it too overcoming for her?
1, 2.
I don't think it is. I say that she's been in the ring since she was 13 years old.
That's
Essentially,
only 4 years.
She's Alex Gracia's vet in my eyes.
Alex Gracia, of course, is very young in her career, not only in reality wrestling and professional wrestling in general.
Well, let me get your thoughts on this, Ayden. You're a former 2-time Diamonds Division champion. You've been in positions before. Certainly you remember your first and your second title defense. This is only Alex Gracia's second title defense. What kind of butterflies do you think she's experiencing in this one?
I think she has a lot to prove. Let me remind you, she didn't pin AQA at Summer of Champions. She didn't pin the champion to become the champion. So I feel like she has an uphill battle to prove herself as the best Diamonds Division champion there's ever been.
Well, you're absolutely right. And speaking of AQA, Rok-C did beat AQA at Ladies Night Out to get this opportunity against Alex Gracia. Alex Gracia successfully defended her championship at the same event.
Both challenger and champion testing each other early here. The Diamonds title hanging in the balance. Very special night of action continues as we get you set, as we set the table for Rise to Wrestling Royalty. Rex Andrews and Ayden Cristiano will be in action later on here tonight, as well as Brenden, Steen, and Clay Roberts in tournament action 2.
There you go. Rok-C was trying to go for that arm drag, not able to get it.
Cover here, the champion to retain. Rok-C slips out the back door.
Rok-C, I really do. It just seems to me that she just needs a little bit more guidance, a little bit more attitude.
You sound like you're on a recruiting mission out here.
I mean, I like the kid. I've been in the ring with her before. I've been impressed. But she still needs a little bit more.
Well, I mean even though you said she
is this a soft spot from the Renaissance?
I know, I'm a little bit
I see a little bit of myself in her. She just needs to, you know, just a little bit more attitude. She needs... You know, you can bend the rules a little bit.
Well, I don't know if that's great advice.
That's certainly up for interpretation. Alex Gracia here, looking to retain against the 17-year-old sensation. Rok-C trying to stay alive. She would love to take that Diamonds Division Championship back to the Valley on that Greyhound bus. Hooks the leg again here. Ayden, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask this question. Regardless of who wins this matchup here tonight, are you going to demand a title shot for that Diamonds Division Championship, perhaps at the Rise of Wrestling Royalty?
Absolutely. I was there at the first Summer Champions when we crowned the first ever Diamonds Division champion. I helped build this division to what it is today. I trained these girls, okay? I've been to Japan. I've done everything for this division, more than anyone in that locker room has ever have. So yes, I deserve my shot.
She makes a strong case.
Cover here, the challenger! Oh my, headlines about to be written by the 17-year-old. But the pink dream presses pause on that, and the match continues.
Gracia getting frustrated. Rok-C got the better of her. Looks like
Rok-C
working those
right
ropes
here.
Oh,
high knee to the jaw. That could be it. A new Diamonds champion to be crowned, Rok-C. Oh my goodness.
I thought that was it.
I did too. I mean, Rok-C obviously did by the look on her face, pleading with the referee. Isaac Bouillon.
This young lady has an opportunity to be crowned Diamonds Division champion before her senior prom. This is shocking.
Well, I mean, the Diamonds Championship would be a little bit better than a class ring.
Most definitely.
Especially from high school.
Oh, what is she going for? What is she going for? I think she's going for that moonsault. Is she gonna hit it? Is she gonna hit it?
Rok-C looking to fly. And Gracia takes out the landing gear there. And now the champion.
Looking for the pink dream.
Pink dream, she gonna put me to sleep.
Roll up here for the challenger. New Diamonds champion now.
I think that might be the point. Here we go, roll up. She's going to go for the pin right there, and a big kick to the dome.
A shining wizard. 2, 3. Referee Isaac Bouillon comes down with the 3 count. High on. There you have it. The Diamonds Division champion, Gracia, you have called your shot and you have demanded it. We will see if the office grants you that opportunity.
Young standing up. Almost getting face to face with the pink dream. But hold on now. Hold on here. Trash talk from the Renaissance woman to the pink dream. But as far as Rok-C goes, back to the line, kid.
Thank you very much to Hyon for joining us here tonight at the broadcast table. More action still to come on the go-home edition of Reality of Wrestling on the road to the rise to wrestling royalty.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nancy Perez, and I'm here backstage with your Reality of Wrestling champion, Ruthless Ryan Davidson. Now, Ryan, due to Booker's huge announcement, your next opponent is Brenden Keith. You face him one-on-one at Road to Wrestling Royalty iPay-per-view. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, see, my thoughts are that I thought Booker T actually liked Brenden Keith. I thought he actually had him close to his heart. I really cared for his well-being, but obviously, Booker, you putting Brenden Keith in the ring with me, you obviously have no regard for his well-being. But this is a moment to where usually as the champion, I cut some sort of promo saying, oh, Brenden Keith, I'm going to do this and that, and I hate your guts. Well, actually, it's the opposite. Brenden Keith is actually one of my favorite people on this planet. I mean, you know, just like I know, around the locker room, he's a must-have player. The guy's got a great attitude. Everyone loves him. He's great in the ring. God-fearing man, family man, loves his wife and kids. Who wouldn't want to love Brenden Keith? See, Brian, I don't hate you, man. I respect you. And I know you're really, really good. You're just not the best. Brian, I know you're actually one of the most underrated talents that's ever been inside a reality wrestling ring, but you're not the talent. Brian, I'm actually kind of low-key glad that Booker just handed you this golden opportunity from a man that always shows and epitomizes what hard work's all about. But there's no amount of work, there's no amount of suffering that you can actually deal with in the past that's going to get you ready for what's coming. So, Brian, what I do to you at the Road to Wrestling Royalty, iPay-per-view, is going to be something that's going to hurt you a lot. It's going to bring a lot of pain to you, Brian, and I want you to be ready for it. But trust me when I say that there's no hard feelings. Me beating you, becoming the greatest reality wrestling champion, it's not personal. It's inevitable. I answer the call. You get mauled.
Introducing first, from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 200 pounds, Brenden Steen.
What side of Brenden Steen will we see here tonight? Well, I don't need a crystal ball to figure it out. An ugly streak. It's what he brings to the table. He's not here to win a popularity contest. That's for certain. Rise to Wrestling Royalty Tournament really starting to come into full view. This is the 7th of 8 matches in the preliminary rounds. As Brenden Steen will face Clay Roberts momentarily. And the winner of this matchup, Brad Gilmore, will face Eric Lockhart October the 12th, live on YouTube.
And his opponent from Snipperville, Alabama, weighing in at 175 pounds, Clay Roberts.
Thunderous reaction for Clay Roberts. Thankfully, he doesn't run off the stage this time. Preserve a little bit of that energy for the match here.
Skipperville's favorite son. A lot of energy here this evening. Always, really, from Clay Roberts.
Well, energy certainly hasn't been a problem for Clay Roberts. The problem for Clay Roberts has been harnessing that energy, channeling that energy, and using it to his advantage. He needs to start stringing a few wins together, and perhaps this is the opportunity to do it, but he's going to have to string 4 in a row together if he is going to capture that crown in the Rise to Wrestling royalty.
Absolutely.
And Brad Gilmore, where do you think Brenden Steen's head is now that he's lost that television championship? I know he's moved on. It's a new chapter. The rivalry between he and Will Allday, which will be talked about for a long time. The page has been turned on that. Certainly he has his sights set on winning this tournament, and we know he's willing to do whatever it takes in order to make that happen.
Well, absolutely. I think when you say where his sights are set now, his sights are becoming wrestling royalty. What's better than to have a reward, be a former champion, and be the first man cleared wrestling royalty? Oh, well, look at that. Came close. The professional had it well scouted, but Matt Topolsky, well, I got to point this out. If you look over here, you have Brenden Steen's in-house counsel, or his lawyer that he has on retainer. I'm not exactly sure what the hell he's doing out here. Brenden Steen might have something as a backup plan. Oh, there might be a rematch clause that lawyer needs to look into for that TV title.
Beautiful drop kick right there from Clay Roberts. It's not every day you see a professional wrestler bring their lawyer to the ring.
The professional Brenden Steen now got that double underhook. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful from the professional.
Absolutely devastating from the former television champion. 1, 2, no! The 2018 Roe Award winner for Breakout Star of the Year. He may no longer have that TV title, but you cannot take away the fact that he captured that Breakout Star Award, and he will remind you of it, I guarantee you that. Tell you what, even after that devastating suplex though, Brad, Clay Roberts looks like he's fighting for his life in there right now. He knows how important it is to get this win here tonight.
Oh, look at that! A bulldog into an X Factor type thing.
1, 2.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that maneuver. And Matt Topolsky, the winner of this contest, will go on to face Eric Lockhart.
May be Brenden Steen right here, Brad. 2, no.
Will face Eric Lockhart in the second round of this tournament. That gang of 8. Oh, man.
My goodness. Clay Roberts is absorbing just an unreal amount of punishment in there right now. The velocity on that. Clay Roberts is going to need more than just an adjustment on that spine when this matchup concludes. Win, lose, or draw, he is taking a lot of punishment. These are preliminary rounds that we've been witnessing for the last few weeks.
He's got his leg stuck though, Matt. His foot is stuck.
Yes.
And that's just chumming the waters for Brenden Steen.
This is just the thing, Brad Gilmore, as I was pointing out, these are just preliminary rounds. When we get to October 12th, if Brenden Steen is there, athletes are going to be facing this punishment all night long. Clay Roberts can't take a beating like this, hell, most people can't take a beating like this and come back and perform again later on in the same night.
Absolutely, Matt, and that's what these guys are going to have to start thinking about. They're going to have to start thinking strategy.
Sunset flip over the top here to head to the round of 8 now.
They're going to have to start thinking strategy. How can I get in and get out quick? What's the best way? Path of least resistance. That's going to be the key to victory in this tournament.
Play ducks underneath. Oh! Brenden Steen with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker seen round the World Gym Arena to the round of 8. No! Kick out again. Matchup of this first round of the tournament still to come here this week on the row in our main event, and it features the precision tactician, the most dangerous element in the reality of wrestling, Rex Andrews, going one-on-one, or at least we hope, with Ayden Cristiano, as I expect La Familia will be flanking the cerebral Ayden Cristiano.
Oh, man!
Later on in that one, but right now, Clay Roberts has been folded up like an accordion. One suplex after another, and now the professional Brenden Steen, the throwback to the old school, heading to the top here. Telegraphing that flying headbutt.
Swing and a miss, strike one. And can Brenden Steen recover after that high risk with no reward?
Well, you talk about a swing and a miss. We are heading in to Fall Classic season, and right now, Clay Roberts is looking for a walk-off Grand Slam.
Clay Roberts, Skipper Phil's favorite son. Oh, wow.
That neck breaker, the fourth. In that flurry, the offense there hits for the cycle. Now can he get a pin?
Sizing him up. Brenden Steen. Wait a minute. Roll through.
This could be it. This could be it, too. Clay Roberts.
Oh, man.
Oh, kinetic energy right now, standing senton.
What is he doing?
Here in this submission maneuver.
Oh, whoa.
And I'll tell you what, Brad Gilmore, Brenden Steen is a hell of a long way away from that bottom rope.
This could be it, Matt. This could be the biggest win of Clay's career. Brenden able to get his shoulders down on the mat. Clay's got to be careful about that. But a very precarious position.
Brenden Steen.
And he made it to the ropes. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Clay Roberts fighting for his life here tonight. And I think Brenden Steen may have underestimated Clay Roberts just a bit in this one. You cannot measure heart. You cannot measure guts and intestinal fortitude. And that is what you are seeing right now. The personification of it. Courtesy of Clay Roberts. Oh, Death Valley driver out of nowhere.
That's got to be all.
Cover! 1, 2, no! Kick out of the match continues.
These guys got to be thinking about round 2. I understand to get there, you got to get through round 1, but at what cost?
Well, if we're scoring this on points in the attrition game, both of them are losing right now because they've both taken a lot out of each other here. The fight for the round of 8. This is how much this Rise to Wrestling Royalty Tournament means for Clay Roberts and Brenden Steen.
Brenden Steen. Oh, eating a big boot to the face. Now Clay.
Clay Roberts here, grabbing that fireman's ladder, climbing to the penthouse level. Oh, no. Brenden Steen doesn't exactly major in soft landings, I can tell you that.
Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Clay Roberts just fell and almost guillotined himself on that top rope, man.
Oh, that's absolutely devastating. We're going to have to see if Clay Roberts is okay here. The official trying to check on his well-being. He may have broken his neck. Look out! Flying headbutt from the top!
There's that headbutt.
Brenden Steen using his own body as a human missile here. Cover 1, 2. The professional is heading to October 12th.
Here is your winner, Brenden Steen.
Matt Topolsky
What an incredible match here in our opening round. But if it wasn't for that high-risk, no-reward maneuver from Clay Roberts, he could have won this thing, but now Brenden Steen, the professional, goes on to face Eric Lockhart.
Let me say this much, Brad Gilmore, to all the fans at home. This is what makes us the blue label of professional wrestling in the middle of the show. To have a matchup like that, absolutely stunning. Hats off to both of these athletes. And Brenden Steen will have an opportunity to grab wrestling royalty on October the 12th. He moves on to the round of 8.
Yeah, baby. I mean, I had a good time last night, too. You are crazy, girl. Oh, my God, man. Crazy.
What's up, Warren?
Hey, baby, let me call you back. No, let me call you back. I'll call you back. All right. What's up, man?
See, you got that dub last week.
Yeah, I know. I know you saw that. And that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? So you know what that means, right?
Yeah. I know exactly what that means.
Oh, you do? We going on to the next round, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
We moving to the next round. Moving to the next round.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, seriousness, man. It's me and you next week. I mean, you ready?
Yeah, bro, I'm ready. Hey, you better bring your A game, because I'm bringing my A+ game. You feel me?
A game. I always bring my A game. Matter of fact, I got my A game right here, right now.
Oh, is that right?
That's right. No, check it out, though. In all seriousness,
Bro, what you looking at?
I need you to hold something for me, bro.
Hold something?
Yeah.
Hold what? Is somebody following you? What do you...
Let me get this. Let me take this. You take this.
What is this?
Hold that.
What is this?
There you go. That's an L.
The L?
An L. I'll see you next week, boy.
Hey, Warren, I ain't taking no L's now. Wait a minute. That fool took my pizza. Hey, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Press here, backstage with Brenden Steen. Brenden, congratulations on winning your qualifying match. You face Eric Lockhart. How are you feeling right now?
Well, you see, Nancy, that's just what I do, is move on to bigger, better things. Me beating Clay in the first round, that ain't no shocker to me. And who did I say I got next? Mr. Eric Lockhart. The very same Lockhart that I beat in June. I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen when we meet in a squared circle. I'm going to see it in his eyes. The doubt, the uncertainty, the fear. See, he already knows when I make my way to the top rope and hit my headbutt, he ain't kicking out. Nobody does. I am the star, the professional Brenden frickin' Steen. And I own the road to wrestling royalty, baby. Woo! Yeah!
Welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. Brad Gilmore and Matt Topolsky for the row. Next week, live on Reality of Wrestling's YouTube channel. You will get it for free. It will be in your living room. It will be the first one-night tournament of its kind in a very long time, and you can only see it right here. It's the Rise to Wrestling royalty, Brad Gilmore, in addition to the tournament that we've been talking about this entire time. The Reality of Wrestling Championship will be up for grabs as well. The Bounty Hunter, the Mercenary, Brian Keith, taking on the Bear, the final boss, Ruthless Ryan Davidson. That title hangs in the balance, and in addition to that, we will crown the first ever royalty here at the Row.
Absolutely, and like I've been saying for the last several weeks, in that one-night tournament, you have to win 3 different times. That means overall 4 wins get you to that crown, get you to be declared the first person ever to be wrestling royalty here at the Reality of Wrestling, Matt. And tonight, we know all those matches that we're going to see next week.
Absolutely, except for one. Coming up next, we're going to find out whether Ayden Cristiano or Rex Andrews moves on to this big event next week. There is a lot of history here, Brad Gilmore. Ayden Cristiano participated in a gang assault that damn near ended Rex Andrews' career. You and I both, as well as the locker room and the Row Nation, expected that to be the end for Rex Andrews. He persevered. He rehabbed in silent. He came back deadlier than ever, more dangerous than we've ever seen. And coming up next, Ayden Cristiano is going to have to look Rex Andrews in the eye, and he's going to have to walk through him if he wants to get into the round of 8.
And here's the thing, though, Matt Topolsky. Think about this. This is what I love about this tournament. Whoever wins this match in the next round, they're going to face Gino. Now, can you imagine either one of these men who win? They both have tremendous history with Gino. Rex Andrews would love an opportunity to get his hands back on Gino. It can happen, or we can see Ayden Cristiano and Gino. And this, Matt Topolsky, out of all our first-round matches, I think this is the close to a pick-em fight as you can get. Of course, Rex Andrews is a precision tactician, but the leader of La Familia in the last several years has been on one of the most dominant runs we've ever seen in the history of this company, bar none. So tonight, I don't know who's the money on. I don't know who the smart money on. I can't call it. I tried to call the bookie in Vegas. Jerry Bowe couldn't tell me who it's going to be. I can't wait, Matt Topolsky.
The air is thick. The anticipation is high. This place has turned into a pressure cooker. It's Rex Andrews. It's Ayden Cristiano. It's the final match in the first round of this tournament, and it's your main event.
I'm like Cobra Kai, Decepticon, and Empire made of rebels, never far from top echelon. To let you in my ledger with a Joker painted face, Hannibal Lecter and no weapons drawn. I'm known for stepping on the competition. I'ma be the king of kings in the ring. Now I'ma bring it. I'ma be like Big Pun. That's what legendary means. I got sangre in my veins, mixed with lava and some flames. Dark night is what I'm praying. It's the reason why I can't. Environments have been victimized. Vindicate my lifestyle, voltage to my slice of life. Yo, better fight back, get a better right that. Take that position, handle like a high-end he hit me adios. I could've been out feeding, but I'm sticking to my flows. I could put him in the grave just from killing audio. Now my intro is in session, take a lesson, let it go. Bring a paramedic, if you get it, then I said it. If you dogging, I'll get breaded. Out of bite to leave you deaded. You won't walk, just leaving headaches. When you walk, talk. I'm coming back, but it doesn't seem to spark. You hiding under hoods, man, you living in the dark. We aim to stand up, the fam through blood, through the mud, show enough. It's me, familia, me in to stand up. It could have been us, but my fam show love. It's La Familia, me in to stand up. The fam through blood, through the mud, show enough. It's me, familia, me in to stand up. It could have been us, but my fans show love. It's me, familia.
Got to think Ayden Cristiano, former Reality of Wrestling champion, former tag champion, former television champion. Rex Andrews, the exact same, former Reality of Wrestling champion, former Texas champion, former television champion. Incredible.
And as we take a look at the live bracket right now, this is the final matchup of the preliminary round heading into October the 12th at the Rise to Wrestling Royalty. The winner of this matchup will face Gino. And interestingly enough, a lot of history between Gino and Ayden Cristiano, and a lot of history between Gino and Rex Andrews. A mouth-watering matchup awaits for either one of these that are victorious here in our main event.
Absolutely. You got to think Rex Andrews and Gino have a lot of history and a lot of unfinished business. And Ayden Cristiano and Gino, they've had a really complicated relationship over the years, Matt Topolsky. You talk about one time these two battled and tore down this arena, facing each other for the Reality Wrestling Championship at Lucha Extrema. And then, as of late, they've almost been on the same side. Like I said, at Summer of Champions, they were teaming up together. Summer Champions 4, they were the main event against each other. Summer Champions 6, they're teaming with each other. And now at the Rise to Wrestling Royalty, they could be opponents again.
Gino can be as incognito as he wants to be about the relationship between he and Ayden Cristiano, but I'm just going to tell you something right now. At the end of the day, both of these two are just so selfish. They're just so vain that they will turn on each other at a moment's notice if it's advantageous for either one of them to do so. So I don't think either one of them will have a problem going face-to-face in that tournament.
I think that you're right, Matt Topolsky. And you've said it kind of during the whole build to this tournament is blood, water, you know what I mean? I don't think it really matters what alliances you have when it comes to winning this tournament.
Absolutely, this is the business that these athletes have chosen at the end of the day. And they want to be on top of the sport of professional wrestling. They want to be on top of the reality of wrestling. Rex Andrews has been there. Ayden Cristiano has been there. Winning this tournament essentially grants you the keys to return them. This is your main event on the reality of wrestling. It is the last stop on the road to the Rise to Wrestling Royalty. Our final preliminary matchup between Rex Andrews and Ayden Cristiano. What a tournament it has been so far. And next week, 8 competitors in one night. The winner will compete 3 times in one night to be victorious.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't get too close to us. Oh!
I mean, what is Ayden Cristiano thinking in there? It looked like he was about to dive to the outside. And then once again, a moment of hesitation, and Rex Andrews takes advantage. Very unlike the cerebral Ayden Cristiano.
I think he might be shook a little bit by Rex Andrews. I mean, he suffered that loss to him at the Summer of Champions, and now he knows he has to beat a man who's almost been unbeatable at Reality of Wrestling to advance in this tournament. I think he might be second-guessing himself as to what he has to do to win.
I'll tell you what, you start second-guessing yourself in there with someone as dangerous as Rex Andrews, and it's going to be lights out. It's either going to be lights out or you're going to be staring up at the lights while you're tapping out. Pin attempt here from Ayden Cristiano, kick out at just 1. Of course, also at the Rise to Wrestling Royalty, the Reality of Wrestling Championship will be up for grabs. The final boss, Ryan Davidson, cover here too. Kick out. Will defend that title against the Bounty Hunter, the Mercenary, Brian Keith, who is going into this matchup laser focused. It's about more than just defeating Ryan Davidson once again in another title match. It's about doing this for his family, for his career. Brian Keith, perhaps the biggest opportunity he will ever have in his career. Right now, both of these athletes perched up on that balcony.
Very, very precarious position.
Rex Andrews, oh, look at that, though. Grabbed the left arm.
You got to think the precision tactician is thinking 10 steps ahead. Is going to try to get Ayden Cristiano into that armbar sooner than later.
Brad Gilmore, I have seen shoulders dislocated with far less egregious injuries than that. I think that shoulder, that arm is completely out of the socket right now, and the pain written all over Ayden Cristiano's face tells the story.
Well, you hear him screaming in pain, and Rex Andrews, honestly, I mean, you don't want to do that when you got a shark in there. Don't show him where you're weak. Oh, man. Tearing away on the labrum, on the rotator cuff.
I'll tell you what, shark is a great analogy. We're not talking about Jaws the sequel either, okay? We're going to need a bigger boat, Rex Andrews, right now. He is going to work. Ayden Cristiano may have to fight with one arm here, and if he does that, that is not a recipe for success against the most dangerous element this company has ever witnessed. Ayden Cristiano, as many of you remember, engaged in a plot with Gino to break the arm of Rex Andrews to potentially end the career of Rex Andrews. It was premeditated, and it was motivated by the very fact that La Familia, and certainly Gino and Ayden Cristiano, have not had much luck against Rex Andrews one-on-one.
Oh! That elbow might stop the precision tactician in his tracks.
From Rex Andrews after both were standing and trading in the center of the ring, and it looks like the precision tactician got the better of that exchange. I don't give a damn what kind of athlete you are. Rex Andrews is pouring it all on right now.
Rex Andrews almost was looking for a swinging DDT, hits him with a knee.
1, 2.
Rex almost in shock over that one. As he continues to track down the ringleader of La Familia, El Jefe.
He's just stalking him right now. Rarely have we seen Ayden Cristiano in a position like this. He's the one that stalks. He's normally the predator, not the prey.
Well, you got to think about this. Rex Andrews has been sitting at home for several months. He's had one match since he came back to reality of wrestling. And he's got some aggression let out. And Ayden Cristiano now with some big headbutts. Oh, Rex falling off the top. But Ayden Cristiano looks like he might be out of gas.
Ayden Cristiano taking off that elbow pad, foregoing the pain that he's experiencing in the injuries he suffered earlier. Look out here.
Oh, man.
Elbow drop from the top. That may be just enough. 2. No, 2. And 99%. Wow. The most devastating thing about that crash landing, Brad, is that Rex Andrews looked like he was trying to get up as that elbow to the heart was delivered.
Oh, look at that.
New innovative offense, courtesy of Ayden Cristiano, and he's going to need it in this one. Rex Andrews returns fire into that arm bar, did a tremendous amount of damage on that arm earlier.
It's got to be all Matt. If Ayden Cristiano can't get to the taps.
That quickly.
That's the thing, you can't telegraph it. One moment you think you're ahead on points, and the next moment Rex Andrews reminds you why he is the precision tactician. And the mouth-watering matchup we were looking forward to is coming. Gino versus Rex Andrews will be happening in the round of 8 at the Rise to Wrestling Royalty. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to join us